Yo, what's going on, guys? Back from my vacation with another figure review. Here we have the mythical SH Figuarts Blue Gogeta. Let's get him in frame there. You can see he's just plain beautiful. So I've been playing with this figure for a little bit now, and it's not mine, so I'm going to be extra careful with it when I'm doing like articulation stuff, just so you know. And this is probably, out of all the things I've played with, my favorite SHF. Now, I haven't played with many, but the ones I have played with, this guy is just, ooh. So now, I'm gonna get the box here really quick. I really like this box. I'll move this guy out of the way. I really like the box. It looks really cool. I like that pose they have him in the front. Just some showing off pictures. It says Figuarts Super Saiyan God Super Saiyan Gogeta, which they should just say Super Saiyan Blue. Because I'm pretty sure in the show they stay blue now too. And I think they said blue in the movie. I don't even know. But you can see all the different poses you can get him into. Some iconic poses. Him fighting Broly, all your warnings and junk. Super Saiyan Gogeta, and boom. Now, bringing this man back. For the paint and sculpt, I think he looks really good. Usual kneeling down to be able to see it. I think he looks really, really good. And he looks really accurate too. I was just watching the movie, where I was watching clips when I was playing with him, trying to get him into some of them iconic poses. And he really does look good. The joints move nice and smooth. The paint looks really good. There's nice shading throughout the figure, which, from what I know, has not been happening with the recent SHF. Now, for the accessories, we'll start with the faces for the Super Saiyan Blue head. Comes with a smirking face, which I think really fits for how he was in the movie. How he smiled at Broly and was like, huh. We got our regular yelling face, which I think looks really, really good. You can see the shiny blue hair, which I like as well. The paint's nice. The eyes are pretty good. There's only like it only kind of looks like they missed the sculpt part. But that might just be this one only, because I don't know why they do that. Then we have a whole alternate head. You have the black hair. Sadly, he doesn't come with the yellow hair, or there's the regular Super Saiyan. But the thing is, if you compare the two heads, the sculpt is actually different. You can see the Super Saiyan Blue is really poking up more, while the base form is relaxed. It has more, like you can see really right there with this piece of hair right here, that it's different, and that they actually decided to change it instead of just reusing the head, which is pretty cool. And you only get this face for the base form head. You only get the smirking. But I mean, you know, it's okay. Because that's really the main iconic thing you do with the base form head. He powers up and then he's on to the next thing. Onto the hands. He comes with both of the usual, like, not karate, but the fighting pose hands, the action hands. He comes with the regular Kamehameha hands. They look good. I'm pretty sure it's the same sculpt as always. They look it. And then a hand which I think all figures should come with is this flat palm hand. Because there's a lot of figures that I wish came with this that don't. AKA just the Saiyan raised on Earth. Because there's a lot of things I'd like to do with him with that hand, but he does not come with. Bringing my homie back here. Bending the knees. For articulation, his head doesn't look up really far, which I was kind of disappointed with, because the one scene I like him doing is when he like crosses his hands and shoots them up. He can't really look up, but he can look down pretty far, even more, but it kind of takes the faceplate off, so we don't do that. Got a rotation, a nice little pivot. The neck doesn't really move back, but it moves forward again like usual. There's no pivot at the neck, which is kind of sad. But then coming down here, we have a nice butterfly joint. This, whatever you'd call this thing, is on a ball joint, so you can really get it any place you'd need it. So it's good when you move the arm. You can move it out of the way to put the arm up, about working it here. Is that really it? I can't. Yeah, that's about it. Up to like just about 90 degrees. It's got a rotation, a little bit of like a up and down. You can move it in the same spot. Got a bicep swivel, double jointed elbow. That's not as good as I'd want it to be, but it's still good. Then we have the wrist swivel, then the up and down, and if you move it left and right. Come on to the body here. He has a nice ab crunch. We'll fix him here a little bit. Move his arms back. He's got a nice ab crunch and a nice back, but then you can see the gap. He's got a pretty bad gap. Forward and back, he's got a gap, which isn't that good. But you've got to be careful because it can get caught and you don't want it to break because this guy's expensive. It rotates here, rotates at the waist. You got the belt. It's kind of rubbery right here, so you're not going to break it moving him around. And the whole thing is rubbery, so you can really get those legs up like so. You can see he kicks up really high. Even kicks back really, really good, which I'm surprised about that. Got a thigh rotation. Goes out pretty far. Not to 90, but good enough. Then double jointed knee. Works really good like usual. Then no like shin rotation, but you got your ankle swivel, a little bit of a pivot, your up and down, and then your toe joint. So for overall articulation, he's really good, and he has the articulation to get in pretty much any pose you would want him to get into, because they give him the articulation for what you do with it. They didn't give him extra, and they sure didn't give him less. For comparison weight scale, my bad. For scale, we can whip out the ruler wherever I put it. Let me get so we don't have the ruler right now. As you know, I've been away, so I don't know what happened to it. Probably gone, reduced to atoms. But hey, we have other figures here to compare him to that I've done reviews on before, so you'll know the size of him. We have Saiyan Raised on Earth. Ooh, I'll save that one for last. Then, just lay him down because he's expensive. We have Golden Frieza, which I think Golden Frieza should be a little taller, because in the movie there, he's about almost up to shoulder for Gogeta. So I mean, I guess it'll work if you want to put them next to each other, but most people probably won't. Then we have the Beast, Broly, who you can see is too big. So we're gonna back it up nice, back him up nice, real far, as far back as you can go, and then put Gogeta next to him. And I like how they scaled these two, because in the movie, this is how I saw it, as Broly just being huge and towering over Gogeta, and then Gogeta kind of being small, but like he could beat on you if you fought him or something like that. Which I think they scale really good, and I'm hyped about them scaling good like this. So that's, if you want to get them both to look good together. Sorry about that chair, it's kind of squeaky. And then comparing him, we'll bring him a little closer now because we can, to Gogeta's across the line, which you guys can decide which one you like the most. At the biggest, we have the Figuarts, and then coming at the smallest is Figuarts. The Dragon Stars is kind of in between, but he's got that hot dog skin. So unless you're cruising to get a nice lunchtime snack, you get one of the other ones. The blues are pretty much different between all of them. You have the matte blue with the dragon stars, the sparkly with like the metallic pieces in it, which are Figuarts, and then just shiny with dragon Figuarts. I get tongue-tied when I'm talking about these names. It's crazy. And I'll do a quick comparison of the base form heads. You got the dragon. I can't. Come on. We have Figuarts and then Figuarts. With Figuarts, they just repainted the head or recolored it, and then they gave them the same faces between both. So I mean, if you want to do more expressive with the base form, there you go. But if you want the different sculpt in the only one face, then you got the Figuarts. And then for the controversial part here, we have him next to Blue Vegito. You can see the power radiating between them of people saying which one's better. Now, my personal opinion, I like Gogeta better. Gotta get a moment of silence for the people who just got ended because I said that. But between figures, I like Gogeta better. You can see the real difference in the hair, and that's the main reason. Because this blue, I don't really like it, but I really like this Gogeta's blue. Gogeta's blue. I really like this one more, and I like this one not as much. I kind of like the characters both the same, but I don't even know. I'm not even gonna go into that. But I like this Gogeta's hair more, and I mean most of the parts are reused, but this Vegito isn't 2.0, so you know, get out of here. You can see for scale, they're around the same height, which I think they should be because they're the same two people merged together. It's not like the Patara makes you a foot taller. That's not how that works, I don't think. And it's not like the fusion dance makes you shorter, but who knows. There's those two compared. Now going into the final thoughts. So, I really like this figure. And I think if you can find it for retail, get it definitely. But I don't know how much he's going for on eBay. He could be a lot. He could be still retail. So if you can get him retail, snag him up. He's a really good figure. You can do a lot of stuff with him. And especially if you buy the Broly too. Ooh, just a dream team right there of figures. So he's got the great articulation. Really accurate. Pretty decent sized. Like he's not too small. And he even comes at a decent price. So next. Well, not even next. I just gotta talk about it. I was gone for a lot longer than I expected, and I did not record videos because I forgot to. Yeah, we'll just say that. So there's gonna be a bunch of videos coming out because I'm gonna be recording a bunch right now in the sitting. So, you know, don't hate, appreciate. And yeah, I'll be posting more Figuarts, monster arts, even maybe a little bit of something else. Godzilla stuff. Okay, thank you guys for watching. I'll see you next time when Gogeta tries to kill another mentally challenged person.